Everyone, and welcome to Tamika's Kitchen Diaries. I am so excited because I want to share with you my very first cooking video on YouTube. I'm very excited about it. So I've been putting videos on Facebook, Tamika's Kitchen Diaries on Facebook. But I'm just really excited to share with you what I'm going to be making. So I'm going to be making curry chicken. Now, I like to make mine a little bit differently. I like to use potatoes in mine, but let me just share with you what I've got. So I've got the chicken. Now, I use chicken thighs. Now, sometimes I like to keep the bone in. But this time I just I have the skin and the bones out, and I just bought it like that. So it's 2 packs of those. I have curry powder, and I just wanted to show you that this was curry powder because there's no cover for this right here. But curry powder. I have some chicken broth. I have some cumin. I like to use that, especially with chicken. I have a nature's seasoning. I love nature seasoning. Now I wanted to show you this. I have 2 different types of allspice, and I'm only just going to use one, but I wanted to show you, you can either use the whole allspice or you can use the ground allspice. Okay, and oh, this fell. And I have some salt right here, and I have some bay leaves, and I have a little bit of butter, and I said I have some potatoes, and then for my vegetables, I have some red and green peppers. I have 1 red, 1 green pepper, and a half of an onion. It's a sweet onion. And my potatoes are they're the gold potatoes. Let me show you what it looks like. It's this right here. I have the gold potatoes, and I like that because they're easy to cut, and they don't really make you full like that, like the other potatoes do. Okay, so I am going to get started, and I'm going to show you how I make my curry chicken. So let's get started. Okay, so what I've done is, as you can see, it's cooking really good too. So what I've done is I've put about a cup of chicken broth in here. I've put my seasoning. I didn't put the allspice in there yet, and I didn't put the bay leaves, but I put the curry powder. I put the nature seasoning. I put the garlic and the salt and the cumin. I put all that in there. And then I just added my vegetables in there. And so I'm about to add a few sticks, well, not a few sticks, but a few slices of the butter just to make it creamy. So I'm about to do that. Matter of fact, I could do that now. Okay, now the butter is added. As you can see, I only added a few slices, about 4 or 5, just to make it creamy. Okay, so I'm going to let this cook. I turned it down a little bit. I'm going to let it cook, and I'm going to also add my allspice in here, and I'm going to add my bay leaves in here. The last thing to put on here is the potatoes, because they cook quickly, and with it being the gold potatoes, they cook quickly. So I don't want it to be mushy. I don't want the potatoes to be mushy. So that's going to be the last thing that I put in there. All right, I'm going to get this thing going, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I have added the bay leaves. I added about a few bay leaves, about 3 or 4. And I decided to go with the whole allspice, and I put that in there. And now I'm about to turn it down a little bit, put the top on it, and let it cook. I'm going to let it cook for about 15 minutes. It was already cooking while you put your seasoning and stuff in there. It already started cooking. So I'm gonna give it about 15 minutes. I'm gonna put the top on it, turn it down a little bit, and we'll be back. Okay, let's see how this is. Oh my goodness. Doesn't this look good? Okay, so I am going to, this is pretty much done. I'm going to add the potatoes. I've already turned it down. So it's on about a 4. I might turn it down to about a 2 to let it simmer. That's how quickly these potatoes will cook. Okay, so I'm going to put my potatoes in there. I put about 4 small ones. I think 1 big one. Okay, and I'm actually just going to, I'm not even going to mix it in yet. I'm just going to let it sit right there on top. And I'm going to put the top on it and we'll be back. And here we have it. The potatoes are done. It took about 15 minutes, about 10-15 minutes. So now everything is tender and it smells delicious. And you can put this over rice. I've always wanted to try it over cabbage. Maybe that'll be my next thing. Try it over cabbage. All right, you guys. There's my curry chicken. Smells really good. All right, until next time. Thanks for hanging out at Tamika's Kitchen Diaries. Take care. Is it good? 1 thumb up. What about 2 thumbs up? There we go. So glad you love it.